Hello, welcome to the channel. This is a New Year's reading for 2024. If you find that you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. The card you got, the Page of Emotions, 7 Inspiration with the Knight of Materials on the bottom of the deck. What I'm picking up, first of all, from these is for the year of 2024, try not to let your defenses push away a new world of possibilities that has to do with in your imagination, Neptunian energy fantasy world, what some might call escapism, but what you can use to create from your heart chakra, your beautiful inner child fantasy world, what you wanted to be when you grew up. When people asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Your answer that you gave them, that's still in your heart now. Try not to let the harsh realities of the world, that programming, stop you from believing in that part of yourself. You know, we grow up in a world, or we have in the Piscean age, grown up in a world where things needed to always be very, very concrete. But we are slowly, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Materials here, moving into integrating what we learned from that energy of things being very structured. And don't ask me why I'm not an astrology expert, because Piscean energy is typically emotional, but I know that the Piscean age is a bit different when you speak of it as far as an age. I need to actually study that again, the differences. It's been a couple years since I've looked into the Piscean age. I understand. Anyways, tangent, not going to do a tangent. Sorry. But we are moving slowly into the energy of merging our material world and our emotional world being equally as important. So if things have hurt you, made you push away your childlike emotions, your inner child, if people have told you that that is not something worthy of being explored, discovered, your dreams, your fantasies, if you resonate with a magical fantasy storytelling artistic type of world within yourself, no matter how it manifests in the material world, I feel that this is saying, just don't push that part of yourself away, because the strings that have pulled you has tried to take away that starlight within you. Starlight, the starlight. Don't push that part of yourself away. Embrace it. Re-embrace it. This is a time of possibly re-embracing that within yourself. If you are someone who it doesn't matter how old you are, but if you are now, in your adult years, at any stage of adulthood, the Nine of Materials says if you are reintegrating that after pushing it away for so long, take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And the oracle cards that I was inspired to pull are just so beautifully supporting that. You are magic. You know how to create that magic with your emotions. New year, begin again. You're understanding the strength through love, and you're understanding this flow space of inside of her, like she's just creating this beautiful world. If you can look closely and get the light right, you can see inside there's just like this fantasy world inside of her. And it's all coming from this heart space, from her emotion, her emotional heart, her emotional body, that child, youthful. What did you want to be? What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a child? On the bottom of this deck, you have float on air. So, getting a little deeper into this message, maybe as a child, in your childhood, you were someone who felt attacked for being a dreamer and artist. Maybe you were even attacked in adulthood when sharing inspired ideas with certain people in your life. Maybe you felt a need to protect your inner child. Maybe you feel a need to protect your inner child. Perhaps parents or teachers squashed your dreams instead of having the know-how and ability to teach you how to bring these dreams to fruition, to develop them into the 3D material, tangible world. Could have put you into a scarcity programming that has kept you stuck in a karmic cycle. I feel you're very aware of your energy and you're very protective of this inner child, and rightfully so. There's another message that I'm getting also, that this year you're going to have some kind of success through an unlikely or an unconventional way. This success will be from trusting this inner child who you're so loving and protective of, from working with this inner child. This is going to bring you the success this year that you've always dreamed of, that you dreamed of when you were a child, when you were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And some people may take issue with this because of their scarcity mindsets, and not being aware of all the personal, spiritual, all the work and the study and self-discipline that you've been doing this past year, maybe for a few years behind the scenes. like a swan or a duck seems to look effortlessly floating, but you know that they're feverishly paddling under the water behind the scenes, or nobody knows you've been spending a lot of time studying, practicing, however it resonates with whatever it is that's your dream. Float on air. Float on air. And it's like, it looks like you're just floating on air. I don't know if you ever dream about floating. Maybe that resonates with someone. So some of these people who might take issue, it may be because they're just not into what you're into. And while we switch into like the mainstream or the basic, population begins to shift slowly into a more open awareness of things, there are going to be some pushback from people who like things more structured, or they're used to that, or they grew up in more of that time. They may have an issue because they don't get it and they don't understand it, and they may take issue with it and, push back. Like, they just don't understand how someone like you can actually have success and abundance, and whatever success and abundance means to you, in such an unconventional way. Like, they just don't see how that works. It's like they just can't wrap their head around it. And that limited belief system, holding on to more traditional means of achieving abundance and success. And maybe that's what happened to you, in the past too, which wraps back around to the original message. You're being urged to try to recall or remember if this was the same kind of energy that kind of squashed or hindered those childhood dreams. And maybe that's something that you need to heal first, or maybe you're healing that this year. General reading and all. It's going to resonate a little different with everyone. Maybe that's what you're healing. And then that type of healing is going to bring you success. And it's just going to be in a very unconventional way that only you come up with. And maybe a reminder, maybe you'll be healing and creating this success, simultaneously integrating them and reprogramming that limited structured belief system that was programmed in for you because you were born into this age, but it never worked for you. But now you've been programmed by it so much, it's just kind of ingrained, even though it's not what's at your heart center, and it's not the imaginative, joyful inner child that you were born into. I mean, look at your birth chart and kind of see, get into that, because it really helped me personally to see the difference between programming and what's in my heart and mental body. 1414, just saw that. So, but don't turn in on that child. Don't turn in on that little you. Maybe this is giving you a clue that that's kind of what you did. And there's enough blame to go around. This is not about blaming. This is about the society that we've grown up in. But now it's time to stop turning in on yourself, because there was nothing wrong with what that kid wanted. And there's nothing wrong with what that kid wants now. And being an adult, children may be listening to this, so you're absolutely welcome here too. But, and if you are still, living at home with your folks as a child or an adult, I don't care. Now I'm getting trapped up on words. Here we go. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can unprogram that, and this is to help you if this is what you need to hear right now, basically, no matter where you are in life. You deserve to shine. Source, God, creator, your spiritual team, whatever it is that your higher self, whatever it is that you resonate with, that is that higher energy frequency, gave you the passion of what you wanted to be when you grew up as a kid. And or you have it as an integral part of your being for an important reason, no matter what you believe that reason might be. It's there for a reason. And you felt that you were good at it, and you were good at it. And if you weren't great at it, and you weren't given the tools to develop it, you can do it for yourself now, or you can find the right people to help you, even if you're younger. Like, there's a lot more options out there now. Okay, so now I'm going to take a few cards off here. And I wanted to pull a couple of follow-up questions too. A couple of the things that came up. Let's see. I wanted to get a little more information. I'm not those there. Just up there, a little off. This need to protect the inner child. I just wanted us to talk a little bit more about that. So, can we get a little more? Sorry for the little bit of wiggle. Okay, thank you. We got the 3 of emotions. By the way, I'm using the Muse Tarot. And the Knight of Voices. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Materials. I'm being urged to pull from an oracle deck again. Let's see. Get these. Okay. I haven't pulled from this deck in a little bit. Feeling the need to protect the inner child. Can you get an oracle card? Okay. Thank you. Whoa. I like that. We don't mind seeing this card, do we? Honor and give thanks for the blessings you're about to receive. Let's just take a moment and do that. Take a deep breath. We honor and give thanks for the blessings we are about to receive. Source, Creator, Universe, Mother Gaia. Namaste and Amen. The bottom of the deck, we have Angel of Soul Love. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. So what I'm getting right off from this, 3 of emotions, 3 of cups, Knight of voices, Knight of swords. This is really the inner child. I feel this is the inner child speaking, actually. Emerging. And maybe it is a celebratory energy. Maybe you you and two other people are close. Could be family, friend, work relationship, any type of relationship. But I feel that it is a loving relationship, and there's swift messages coming in, swift communication of some sort relating to a financial abundance. Maybe you are having someone work with you, work for you, work on your behalf, speak well of you in a way which is, it's very loving, very supportive. For materials on the bottom. Above the angel of soul love, I really feel with that you really need to let go of any type of this energy I was talking about with the original cards of turning in on yourself. That's just false belief. That's just old programming. That's just something that a narcissistic world has taught you. I'm not saying the entire world is narcissistic necessarily. I'm saying you may have grown up in a world of narcissism. Take what resonates. You may have grown up, let's say, in a world with a lot of narcissistic energy. I'm also getting hold on a second. I feel this is validation from your inner child that you were always on the right path, even when you thought you had really veered astray. I'm getting that you are your inner child's hero. And they want you to take action for them. I'm getting, please don't turn in on me or be so bossy. Oh. I'm going to read the Knight of Voices, actually, from the Muse Tarot book because it's really good. Hold on. Voices. There's voices. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to read the body of it. Wings crashing down on the air to lift her massive body. The Knight of Voices. Here, let me start over here. Bring it closer. There you go. Wings crashing down on the air to lift her massive body. The Knight of Voices makes the impossible look easy. She is quick to rise and to bring massive speed and momentum to her world. Using wind speed, coordinates, logic, and gravity, she hoists herself into the air as easily as if she were featherlight. Or at the very least, she makes it look easy, because her majestic and skillful way of being in the world is both graceful and swift. She makes it look easy, like the swan and duck reference. You're making something look really, really easy. But it takes so many different pieces to really truly put it in place. And nobody sees all of that. And some people aren't going to understand. And they're going to be like, oh, I could do that. Or maybe you've had people do that before when they've seen you. Oh, I can do that. But then they're like, oh, wow, no. Actually, that takes a lot. You just make it look effortless. Let's see. She swoops in to play the hero again. She wants you to fly ahead with determination without domineering. I'm getting work with your inner child. Reparenting, yes, but don't be a critical parent. If you had an overly critical parent, don't do that. That's what you need to unprogram and then reprogram. Once you learn, or maybe you already know, reprogram being the parent you always wanted, the parent you would like to be, or the parent that you are to your own children if you have children. She wants you to fly ahead with determination without domineering. There's no need to flaunt talents or intelligence when you can simply be in the world. Cut through any nebulous clouds with logic and reason and communicate your plans clearly as you fly ahead towards your success. I calculate the risks. As I calculate this thrive, and I fly ahead determined with the numbers on my side. Beautiful. So, this is a beautiful year for you to work with your inner child. To unprogram anything that needs to be unprogrammed that you've turned in on yourself from your upbringing, from past relationships, from past jobs, whatever it is for you. There's one more question that I'd like to ask. And it's about the success this year that what came up to me. This unlikely, unconventional success. This is exciting. Let's pull something for that. So, just going to move things around a little bit here. These up. And, oops, I just moved the camera. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay. So, this unlikely and unconventional success. Let's talk more about this. What can we get? Oh, wow, okay. We have the 5 of Voices. Can we get one more card about this unconventional, unlikely success for the collective? One more for this. Shuffle one more time, and if not, okay, it's just the 5 of Voices with the Queen of Materials on the bottom of the deck. I'm not feeling an oracle card for this just yet. Let's get that glow off of there. Glare. Sorry, just a sec. Oh, that's better, I think. A little bit, anyway. All right. 5 of Voices. Queen of Materials on the bottom. Squeaky chair. All right. The 5 of Voices right off the bat. It doesn't have to be a battle. It doesn't have to be a competition. It's not a competition. Take the olive branch is what I'm getting right off the bat. Looking down, looking back a little bit at a different version of yourself, but not fighting to hold on to anything. Possibly someone handing you an olive branch. Just a few things I'm initially getting. Maybe someone you had conflict with in the past reaching out. I'm not sure. We might have to pull clarifier. This Queen of Materials, I really feel that if this has to do with the inner child work you're doing and your childhood dreams, and you, maybe if you've turned in on yourself some of the energy of not believing you had what it took, or not having the know-how to do it because you grew up believing you had to do something just to make, a living, but it wasn't your passion. This is saying you're going to have to stop fighting with the past, stop fighting with that energy so much, and take an olive branch is a big message I'm getting just right off here. And that's going to bring you to your, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. The music, excuse me, was changing and I had to fix that. I also kind of got the glare off the card there. So basically, instead of having this inner conflict, working with yourself, your inner child, that would bring you, the individual success, this unexpected individual, uncommon, unlikely, unconventional, yes, unlikely success in 2024. Just getting reacclimated after I had to step away. The success, it could manifest from learning from loss, because now you're seeing what's really important to you through whatever you've gone through, whatever you've lost. Whatever you've lost that has made you so protective of this inner child, has made you possibly hide it away, boss it around, tell it it can't speak, it can't express itself, because when you did in the 3D, it got shot down a lot. I'm getting that you are someone who doesn't like to play the victim, but accepting that you have been in many cases. I feel the success is going to come as a result of letting go of proving your worth to these bullies. They could have been your loved ones, your family even. It could have been anyone, anyone that you cared for, friends, family, really anything. And in And in letting go of proving your worth to these bullies on their terms, because that's what you grew up believing you had to do. But that doesn't work. It's like, no, it won't work. Letting go of that mindset is what will actually be the catalyst to this success this year. So I hope that really helps someone. I feel like someone really needed to hear that. You know, maybe you've had successes in your past, but what I'm getting is that this is the one. This is the one, my dear. That is your true sovereign success. This is the one that you really, really, it's really going to be the one that's purely you, and that this new love and compassion that you're developing this year with yourself and others is like a skyrocket to multiverses that you didn't even know existed. It's like a quantum leap. I love this. I feel you're being urged to mother and nurture these precious dreams of yours, this precious inner child, and to trust that your hero self will swoop in, fly into action, and manifest these dreams. And let any naysays by others or even yourself be like white noise, be like just a buzzing bee that you hear outside. You know, you may be seeing bees a lot lately, or random bees. I don't know. It just came to mind. It's time to unconditionally love yourself, to trust the universe and yourself, to trust that you can handle and manage your wealth wisely and compassionately, and believe that you deserve to have a good life. You're going to be someone who walks what you talk. And that's basically, walking what you talk is what is going to bring you the success. Now, you could be any type of work and do this. Maybe you are going to be leading others who feel this way too, to feel like they were bullied by their upbringing or even themselves. You're supported. You're so supported by loved ones, whether they be in the physical reality or energetic reality, spiritual reality. And you can count on them. You can count on them. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you made it all the way through, I would love to see a comment from you. And I hope you have a beautiful 2024. And I hope I will see you on future readings. Take care.